to that Cardi B album, and she rapping like, yes, it's me, and I know what you said because I know that I ain't the flyest chick. What you are, you don't know, because where I say I go, I ain't the one, you not two, and I'm done with you.
A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G. These can't. A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G. These cannot fuck with me. A B C D.
Regardless, I'm not rooting for no Mexican woman who called black women roaches. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Who talked about somebody deceased child. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Y'all can, I don't give a I don't care.
I have no sympathy for a woman who gets pressed after a woman calls her kid a roach after she did the same years ago. Like, girl, you started the infestation. Don't be mad when the lights come on and the roaches come back to greet you.
With good reason, the Cardi B accountability train is still going strong. Too many black women continue to be caped for a non-black woman who has been derogatory about black people for years, calling them roaches, monkeys, and N-words. No one was excluded from the bodega thinking bucket, not even black newborns. No, however, no one forgot. Some of us can still clearly recall her name and her words. Furthermore, regardless of how often the Breakfast Club or any of these paid-for media shills attempt to force this non-black cosplaying culture vulture filth on us on behalf of these evil record labels.
We really gonna move past Cardi B using infertility and children having autism as a jab, when I know damn well there's thousands of her fans that are going through all 5 of these topics, right? Probably have autistic kids, probably infertile, have to get, you feel me? Or got as a kid, you feel me? Everybody's ignoring that fucking fact. Like, are you dumb? Nicki Minaj dissing her children, after Cardi did it first, by the way, was wrong as but this is literally bringing up real life issues that people go through every single day and are depressed and sad about every single fucking day as a jab at her, when all she was bringing up was stats and the fact that you can't. And there's really bitches out here that still support Cardi B. This really used infertility as a jab while being a mother of 3 and pregnant.
Cardi B needs to shut up talking about the way that people look. But Cardi B look twisted up in the face, like she look like she got Down syndrome or something. JT look better than Cardi B and Hennessy. I don't know if them think because they light skin or whatever the case may be. Then Cardi B ass always saying some other colorist on the slick side, then try to cover it up and say I'm black. Just only want to pull that black card when it's beneficial.
Although the bodega thinks Bucket is unquestionably not black, she has been using the N-word to get away with cosplaying as a black American. Fat Joe followed suit. However, they are not black, and for the longest time they have been able to get away with it in the Bronx by claiming to be black based on their closeness to the black community, only to denigrate black people and pose as black to make money. Then, Cardi B's actions are consistently viewed as sewer rat. Despite having undergone numerous surgeries, she is a replica of a New York sewer rat. She genuinely believes she can get away with it. Once more, they continue to defend her.
Popped in a when she was younger. I seen some old pictures, God, but the done glue up and she bad as hell naturally. She could pop up no filter, look flawless. Even when it look like she ain't put no effort in herself, she look good as. However, I cannot say the same for Cardi B. So mother really just need to stop talking about people's looks.
You think I'm Lalo? You think I'm the weak bitch Megan?
The whole black community right now is logging onto Twitter to bash a black woman who's into it with a non-black Latino woman who continuously says nigga, and whose whole bit is to be a caricature of what it means to be a ghetto black woman in America. Picking through a black woman whose only crime was being too outspoken and not liking people life with a fine-tooth comb, while somehow in the same breath excusing every single thing that the Latino woman has ever done in her entire life. Then closing Twitter, opening up TikTok, lying about the whole situation to work in one person's favor when both of them are wrong, and also it's just 2 women beefing. Who really gives a. And after they've lied and slandered, they sit and they go through their feed and they repost every single post about systemic racism and colorism and cultural appropriation that they can find. Isn't that ironic? Interesting.
Yes, while endorsing all of their grievances. And then question why AI singers that mimic black ladies are out there winning multi-million-dollar record deals while mimicking their appearance. Real black women, however, are unable to receive a fair bargain at all. Listen, you allowed them to introduce you to a black woman, a phony black woman who isn't even a real person, when you let Cardi B masquerade as a slum black woman with a 360 deal. Can you see how that operates? You support your successor with your entire chest while griping about being wiped. This isn't something you can make up.
I'm very glad y'all are finally coming into the realization that Cardi B is a fraud and been a fake. She's been cosplaying this entire time as a rapper, but y'all didn't want to believe me. Y'all thought I was only giving my commentary and my input because I'm a Barb. But y'all remember 2 months ago when I made this video right here? Barb's are one of the last fan bases who fight to keep the essence of hip-hop alive and what it means to celebrate and recognize the real MCs. But the so-called hip-hop heads stay real silent while rap culture gets flooded with performers cosplaying as rappers, backed by ghostwriters, and have zero lyrical integrity. They have no passion, no respect for craftsmanship, and true lyricism. The culture is getting very diluted. She should have literally never been in the same conversation as Nicki Minaj. Y'all let some little internet sensation funny girl who ended up on Love and Hip Hop as a pick-me star come in, and y'all mean to tell me y'all giving her the same conversation as Nicki Minaj? One album? No tour? No national tour? No world tour? Flopping features? Never went up toe-to-toe with no giants? Who sampled a sample of one of the GOATs in hip-hop and tanked it? No cypher? No XXL freshman class? Like who stamped her? We knew when Nicki came in, she was stamped. You had Lil Wayne, you had Gucci, you had people like Eve, she had Rough Riders behind her. You had Lil Kim, who had Notorious B.I.G. Foxy Brown, who was stamped by Jay-Z. You mean to tell me this girl came out of nowhere with Offset? That her become so arrogant to believe that she's actually a legend. She said it in her song. She's a legend. She's going to hang her high heels on the power line? Y'all let this girl call herself the King of New York? Thank God for Funk Flex for calling that out. Baby, if I was Lola Brooke, if I was Doja, if I was Lady London, Rhapsody, all of the girls that really do rap, that really can spit, even Justina Valentine, yes, from Wild 'N Out, and that girl can spit.
Ultimately, Cardi B does not perform as a rapper. She is incapable of rapping. She is completely untalented. She is wearing Magic City see-through uniforms while pregnant, and the only thing she can do is pop her thought pocket at the bodega, Walmart, the mall, or wherever else you see this smudge. The clothing is so disgusting that I couldn't even upload it here. Furthermore, she's been referring to black women, black kids, roaches, and monkeys for years. For years, she's been using the N-word to refer to black people. She boasted about using essays to convince guys before robbing them. Now you're allowing this culture vulture who enjoys cosplay to label herself a legend, even though she has no talent and has no business in the legend discussion. Actually, it's a slap in the face, but I'm getting off topic. All right, let's start the conversation. Comment below with your thoughts on this. Do you want a fair assessment of the facts from a female point of view, ladies and gentlemen? In such a case, you should subscribe to this channel. Remember to like and share as well.